Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shadow Door Should have come back to you with episode 18 of A Step Back, and today we're actually going to be working on filtering. So I've got this chest quite full, and I need a way to clear out some of these items, such as the gold chest plates, golden boots, leather boots, chainmail helmets, golden helmets, bows. And to do that, we're going to use a filter. We're going to toss in the bow. For right now, I'm just going to do bows. We're going to say ignore NBT, whitelist, ignore meta. All right, we're going to put that trash can right here, and we're going to put the filter in this slot here. And then let's actually grab, let's see. Did I have translocators in this? Kind of want to just take a look at translocators. If I do this, I think, right? So if I toss a bow in here, is that not going to work? All right, so I think, hold on. What might be a better option here then is to do not translocators. We can use those in the future, so that's not really a waste. Is a transfer node from extra utils. So these actually are filterable and should be quite useful. All right, so here we go. So if we actually put this here and put a filter, so we take this filter out, we can actually just put that in here, and this should only ever take bows. So now if we do this, anytime a bow is put in here, it'll immediately get voided, right? And then if we want to change that, so for example, we can just turn this off. We can take the filter out so we don't void anything. I'm actually gonna grab this. Oh, no, inventory's full. Okay. And then put the filter back in. Turn this back on. Of course, this is definitely not going to be the fastest, but that's okay. If we wanted to make this faster, I believe we can make speed upgrades, right? These right here. I'm pretty sure these take speed upgrades. Let me look over here real quick before I do anything. Yeah, I think this bottom slot is speed upgrades and stuff. There's also stack upgrades. Here, let's actually look. So you've got stack and you've got speed. So let's actually go. I think my resonator is still over here, isn't it? Yeah, this thing right here. And I don't think we could really do anything with these golden pieces, not even like smelt them down or anything, because they're damaged, right? Like, I don't... Yeah, since they're damaged, they can't have anything done with them. Alright, so I'm just going to throw this down here for a second. And then... let's grab... what was it? Weighted pressure plates. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put this in here. And then we wait. So for the solidified experience, by the way, if you actually just shift right click, it'll use all of them. But we're going to need to do something else with those in a bit too. Getting some ender crystals, getting some ender pearls. Alright, so what else do we want? This. We're probably going to need another filter. Just grab some more stuff out of here. I don't really want cobwebs or sticks. I'm kind of okay without those. One. Let's go 2. All right, so 1 stack upgrade, 3 speed upgrades. Okay. And then let's pick this up out of here. Toss some more stuff in there. Ignore all that fancy jazz. Looks like we forgot boots. Sticks, cobwebs. All right. And then we'll turn this back on. We should just start voiding quite a bit of items. All right, so that clears that out. So we can actually turn this back on. Things will start going. And now we kind of want to work on getting a drawer. And I kind of want to put the drawer system like right here. But I think for now we're actually going to put it in this back corner. Let me quickly grab, since I've got some ender pearls. Not a whole lot of ender pearls, but some. Let's go for a range upgrade. 1, 2, 3. 3, that sounds good. Alright, and this is actually hidden behind a trap door. All this time, it's been a trap door. Yeah, I really love how I did that. That is just a fantastic idea. Alright. Now we can actually use this without being, like, super close. So we're going to want a drawer controller. So we need 2 of those. And we'll actually need some drawers. And we're going to run some pipes. We'll cover them, of course. Let's see. How many items do we got? So we've got a few that are definitely going to be able to filter into another system, but that's okay. So we're going to put this here. And we'll run item ducts through here. And, of course, we'll just stone cover this. Sounds good to me. Alright, so bones, gunpowder, string. Let's kind of just start there, right? Bones, string, gunpowder. Kind of like our common little bit of mob drops. Rotten flesh. Probably arrows. Probably not a bad idea. All right. Let's actually grab our keys as well. So let's quickly grab some item ducts. And of course a servo. I guess I could have just used the one that was in here, but that's all right. All right. So now, put this on here, do that. And that should start clearing out some of the items. Probably going to do spider eyes as well. So let's grab spider eyes and ender pearls. Spider eyes, ender pearls. Okay. And that should let this clear out. XP solidifier. Can't be used for anything else, can it? Fluid tank, huh? Alrighty, so I went ahead and made a signalum servo. Quickly went ahead and made any signalum I could. And this was just using the alloy, which is redstone, silver, and copper. I don't know the ratios, but I got signalum. It took me a minute to actually kind of figure it out. I think 144 is actually an ingot. I'm not sure how much redstone gives off every time you smelt it down. Probably could look here. Hold on. Let's see. So this is 10, 3, and 1. So I'd go with that as a good starter. And of course, we've got one of these annoying Divine RPG things that just is loud as can be. Where you at? Where is he at? No? Did he spawn downstairs? I think it'd be kind of funny if he was spawning on Cursed Earth. Okay. You can see we're still having an issue. So let's actually turn this off, this off. Yeah. I might start voiding the solidified experience because I don't think there's a way to... Okay, yeah. We were looking at the fluid tank, right? From Ender.io. I remember this. Sorry, I kind of spaced on this, but if we grab some iron bars... Okay, and we put this... Let's see. I don't even know where to put this. I guess we could... Well, I don't want to... How do I want to do this? How? Because we're kind of taking up a lot of sides of this, right? So... If I put this... Let's grab a filter. Oh, good. We got one in here. That's exactly what I need. I'm going to put this right... Let's put this in the ground. That'll work. So, filter these. And here, whitelist. Infinite. Fluid tank. Okay, and then configure. We're going to say input. Right? Yeah, just pull. And then here, just turn it on. And this should fill up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're getting rid of those. We're going to need to grab some of this stuff here. Got wooden pickaxes. Man, that's a weird one. All right. Disable this. Pick this. Grab that. Okay. And we're out of spots to filter. So, let's talk about how you filter, put a filter in a filter. Because we're going to need to do that. Alright, so basically, I can start, what did I not throw in here? So I threw this in here. I did not get this. I got the wooden pickaxe. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Do this. Ignore. And then in here, you put this filter in there. And then you put this filter back in here. And then you activate it. Okay. And of course, our speed, stack upgrades, everything's going fine there. Alright, so what's next? So we're actually kind of full on this. Yikes. Alright, let's look at singularity. Because don't we have jumbo tanks? No? Let's just look at tank then. What do we have in the way of tanks? Not really a whole lot, right? Because I don't think these combine, right? I think these are just single. Yeah, these are single tanks. Alright, let's go for... what am I going to do? One here and one here. And then configure... Push. Configure push. And then this is set to nearest first. So if I do... let's grab a dense cable. So there is a duct called dense cables. These actually are quite a few of different cables, but we're going to grab a dense opaque item duct. I think, how do you actually make the dense version? This one right here. So you need lead nuggets. So this is actually considered the furthest point from the origin, right? That's what this allows for you to do. So if we want to, we can then filter, grab another filter here. Filters are fantastic when it comes to this stuff. So filter, let's just go with a generic one. Actually, let's, yeah, generic's fine. Just the first tier. All right, let's get rid of this. So this here, and we're going to grab this. And I don't know if this is actually considered like this would be considered the nearest fully, but we'll see. All right, and we'll put this here, whitelist. I probably voided some items, but that's okay. All right. So if there's no inventory spots for this, it should immediately start voiding some of these. That's okay. I'm fine with that. All right, let's disable this. Let's grab this and this. We're going to have to take out this filter. Replace this one. Put this back. It's a little bit more convoluted now, but that's okay. All right, so let's get some more drawers. So what do we got in here? We've got heads. All right. So 1, 2, and 3. So what was that? Creeper, zombie, and skeleton? Perfect. See, and this is going to be an issue, by the way, where we're only pushing out with, like, one thing, right? I mean, we're definitely voiding it, which is a good thing. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be good to have some residual, like, XP sitting somewhere. But, actually, you know what we should have done? Hold on. Instead of voiding this, we should just put it in a drawer and have a void upgrade on that drawer. Let's do that real quick instead of a trash can. It's probably a better idea. Let's grab this. Put this here. Put this here. Quantify, lock. And then we'll grab void upgrades for this in a bit. But what should happen now is it should go either here or there. Which I think is probably a smarter idea. Alright, let's get rid of everything we have in here. This all should void. Perfect. Alright, and we're backlogging for some reason. Something went into this pipe that shouldn't have, right? Okay, so we're full on basically quite a few things here. Alright. This is just going to be quite a bit of back and forth here. So I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get some of the upgrades we need, such as void upgrades, which aren't that expensive, but we're going to need to really get into auto crafting here in a bit, because it's going to get real old to keep crafting all this stuff. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so after a minute here, we've got this cleaned up a little bit. So I've actually put 3 singularity tanks, and that is fantastic. Of course, if we want to get XP from these, we could grab an XP drain. Not an XP drain, an XP tap, I believe, right? grabbing one of these bad boys, we can then just, you know, turn it on. So that's pretty cool. I've got void upgrades in basically everything, which means that we do have some that have the storage upgrade in there, which that should take this to, what, 16 times? So I think we should have a decent amount of things. And of course, they're only things that are actually pertaining to useful things, because honestly, skulls aren't really that useful. The solidified XP, yeah, it could be useful in the future. Spider eyes, gunpowder, bones, string, rotten flesh, definitely not going to be that useful in the future. But that's okay. Actually, what was that? Heals undead. Okay. I'm just looking at this real quick. I don't think there's anything in here that makes this like super, super useful. Aggression charm. What is that? Purging? That's interesting. I guess you could make leather out of this if we really wanted to. Crucible? Okay. Make protein. I'm just kind of looking. I don't ever think I want this stuff, probably, but that's okay. 2,000 of it's going to be fine. But we should basically have this cleared out. Oh, well, this is going to be going slow, isn't it, huh? Oh, didn't mean to put it there. There we go. But I'm hoping that everything kind of moves out of this quicker than anything, but I doubt it's going to. Alright, let's toss some of this stuff away here. Doodle-doo. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to get some of the materials we need for the future, right? We're going to get, you know, the ender pearls, the flesh, all of that stuff, which is a fantastic thing because that's stuff we actually need. It looks like we're getting pickaxes and stuff for some reason. Not 100% sure on that one, but yeah. I really would love to have a different servo. But it's gonna look ugly if I do that, isn't it? I think I'm gonna work with ugly because I'm not sure if it's a good idea to have this branching out. So hold on. Because if we do this, get rid of, nope, nope, not that. If we do this, detach that, right? And we stone cover this, and we put another item duct. Thought I had item ducts for a second. Item duct. Here. Detach that. This. Filter whitelist. Put that here. Do this. I think that should make everything quite a bit quicker. Keyword should. Because now it's not backlogging this stuff into the pipes. It's only just sending whatever it can to over here. Okay? At least that should be the case. I kind of want to be able to see this servo, because it seems like it's backlogging a lot. Why are you picking up, like, gold and stuff? Like, you can't send it anywhere. I don't know. I'm going to watch this for a second. I thought this was, like, supposed to be one of the faster ones. but who knows. Let's look up trapped door or trapdoor. Put that right there. Grab a piece of stone. And then can we just... Oh, we can't. Okay. And just grab another piece of stone so we can put this here. So that way we can actually access this. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Let me be right back. All right. So real quick, we're going to be doing a transmitter. If you don't know how these are crafted, they're both very, very similar in recipe. I believe you just switch the actual deconstruction core and construction core, I think. Let me actually look here. Hold on. Let's pick this back up. No, you switch the ender pearls. Okay. It's one of those. But we're going to do this so we don't have to do a long cable run. Which, you know, makes it easier. So I want to probably put this... because we're going to do something else with the items in a second here. But we're going to probably clear out a little bit of an area over here. Yeah, those that pumpkin-headed dude keeps spawning in the cursed earth. And it's really loud. I don't understand why they had to add effects for, or like sounds for every single creature in the game for Divine RPG. It's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. And a little bit like jump scare-ish, you know? Alright, so let's just get this all cleared out. I'm trying to just make sure we can have access to the item pipes because we're going to change these up in a second here. So what we want to do now is probably put this right about here. So we can do an external storage bus or external storage in general. And then we're going to want to pipe into this chest as well to take out certain items. So let's sneak back behind here. Throw that in there. Still not using a whole lot of power, right? Everything's good? Kind of. It looks like we're struggling a little bit. Yeah, we might be struggling a little bit. Alright, so let's see here. Once we have that, I want to do something we haven't touched yet, right? Which is Ender.io's conduits. So let's look at Ender.io and look up conduit. So we've got item conduits. We actually have quite a few conduits in here. Energy, different tiers of energy, redstone, ME, refined storage, which is actually what we're going to be using here in a second. Looks like we also got data conduit. Not 100% sure what that is. Gas pressurized, more energy. Okay. But I actually want to look at refined storage conduits, which means that we actually need some improved processors. Let's just grab like 16. Let's go throw them in the furnace. But we won't be able to use that here. I'm just going to use them for piping into the system out of this. We're going to change these all to item conduits, I believe, as well. So that's going to be fun. All right, let's run back over to the furnace. And let's throw in all of those. And I'll be right back. So real quick, while we're waiting on that, let's make a Yeta wrench. We'll need electrical steel, which is iron, coal, and silicone, or steel and silicone. Do we have any steel? We do have some steel. Let's grab that, and then some silicone. Now let's throw it in the alloy smeltery. And let that go. And that's what we're waiting on now. Alright, so we've got the Yeta wrench. And we also have all of the processors we need. I'm actually going to have to charge this real quick. We're definitely going to need a wireless charger here in a bit, because it's going to get old to keep charging this thing. Alright. So now, We should be able to make some refined storage conduits. Let's toss all that stuff in there. Also, the conduit binder is conduit binder composite, and that's just this, and then that's smelted, just so you guys know. All right. So what we're going to do here is take out these, which means we're getting rid of a lot of the covers. And don't worry, Ender.io has its own conduit system too, so that's fantastic. All right. So what I want to do is I want to put this down, and we're going to switch to this, and I should be able to... What do we have? Hold on. At Ender.io export conduit filter. Probably need some sort of item filter. Which, if I need an item filter, that might not work what I'm thinking then. Yeah, we do need a filter. I mean, we could look at getting a filter, but yeah, that's going to be probably a bit more than I want right now. So let's just get rid of this and not do that. But we will replace it with external, or with refined storages. Not refined storage. Ender.io's conduits. Goodness gracious. External bus. Let's take this. Grab just a few of those. And a few of those. And let's actually grab some normal cable, because I don't think these two things can actually interact. Let's get up behind here. All right, priority 10, perfect. And of course, we'll want to filter when we get, or disk manipulate whenever we get over to the actual main system. All right, so item conduits. Item conduits. How are these made? You need pulsating. Oh, you do need this, though. Iron and ender pearls. All right. Man, I'll be right back. All right, so let's get placing quickly here. So let's switch back to items. Let's right-click here, so we're extracting. That works. You also can just right-click on these, but I think it's pretty cool to do that. So we're going to do insert filter, edit filter settings. So actually quickly grab some solidified experience. So this, whitelist there, go back, priority 5. Okay, and then here we're going to just say always active, and we're just going to keep running these cables. Okay, and to here we're going to say insert priority 2. And that should be that. I don't know at which speed this will actually go. Pretty sure we can actually get speed upgrades, can't we? Yeah, 5 speed upgrades. Or we could always just make it slower, because that's always a good idea. Let's see, speed upgrades. I think it's these right here, right? And a piston. I don't know, logs or oak again here. Let's just take some of this. All right. So at ender speed upgrade 2 of those bad boys, that'll work. Okay. Let's see, at what speed is this going now? It looks like it's doing a lot of different things here. So I don't know if that's actually really that much faster. But I mean, it's worth a shot, right? And then if we actually grab an interface from refined storage. Let's grab that. And we put this here. And we get a filter. Which one is it? This one? Just a normal filter. Okay. Insert filter. We can grab gold, iron, diamond, redstone, glowstone. Right? I think that's about it. And we can then filter these items to go into our system directly. That's actually a perfect amount of pieces. We're going to give this a quite high priority. Okay. So that'll get rid of that stuff in this, which is fantastic because, of course, it's what we want. But it's just going to take a second to clear everything out. So with that, we've done some stuff and things. We've started looking at Ender.io a little bit more, but I think this is actually going to be a more interesting system because if you don't know, the reason Ender.io's conduit system is just such a fantastic thing is because if we actually were to use refined storage cables here, you can place them all in the same block. It's very, very amazing. And of course, you know, being able to do that, you can't actually mess those up. So that's awesome. And if we actually look up conduit, you can see that there are conduit facades. Of course, you do need to paint them, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, you need a painting machine to actually paint these, which, I mean, is pretty cool. So we'll get into that next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.